You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name of love, I'm not giving up yet on you. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. You think it's easy, yeah. Falling in love, well, maybe for you. I think it's crazy, oh no. But I'll be damned if I'm not a fool. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the TarotOracle show.
What is going on, Bardman? Thank you for your donation. Ashley, Yvette, Mizrak, Lover. We got Andrew. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. So we got the new cloth today. It is one of those, one of the mouse pad cloths. So it's like grippy on the bottom and it's like mouse paddy on the top. Is mouse paddy a word? I don't know. Vote in chat. Is mouse paddy is going to be a word? I mean, I don't know. Are you going to do a YouTube review on the expanded edition of the Gilded Reverie? No, not. All right, IL wants to know, take a chance or wait until September? What is going on with all of that stuff? Let's use something from the Tarot Tower, because you haven't seen it before. In case you haven't seen it before, I'm not sure why you haven't seen it before. It is the Tarot Tower. It is 80 decks of cards, beautifully represented in a $20 a $20 Walmart, $20 Walmart poster board stuff. But anyway, that's it. Maruta, welcome. Good to see you. All right, let's see what's going on with Take a Chance, or should I wait? Sometimes you have to wait. Sometimes you have to take a chance. I don't know. It depends on certain parts. Maybe certain pieces need to be waited on. Ace of Wands. See, there we go. Seven of Cups, Magician, and the Two of Cups. Sort of finding the right path is important here indeed. We got to figure out where the path is. What are we going to do? It feels like that we're not finding the right path. So here's what we were talking about. Basically, you need to step into the water. You need to go into, put a foot into the water and see if it's cold or not, and see where you want to go or how you want to work this out or what you want to do. The pathway is definitely not clear here, and I think that's where the issue is. So you have to sort of get started, get a foot in the door, right? It's like starting a new painting sometimes. A lot of times you just sort of a blank canvas, you don't know what to do. You have to just start putting some paint on the canvas and make it look kind of like where you're going and get your shadows up there. And now all of a sudden you see, oh, okay, here's where I need to go. This is what I need to do. I think that's sort of where you're at, right? Ace of Wands is definitely sort of give it a kickstart. See how fast it's going to roll down the hill. What do we need to focus on? Where our energy is going to be located at for this? Because it feels like a lot of times you just sort of don't have the clear pathway in. Seven of Cups. There's too many things that are going on, that are moving around, and a lot of times I'm just really not sure how to proceed. So I think that is the big thing indeed that is going to be good for you. Magician says once you get the ball rolling, now we kind of go, oh, okay, this is where I need to be or what I need to be doing. Because again, a lot of times you just don't have the clear pathway, and this is going to be something that's going to do you a little better than what you had expected. Overall, the Two of Cups is finding the right match here, right? Let me start on this. Let me look at this. Let me find out ultimately where I'm going to go, and the finish line is going to be more readily apparent after we're knee deep into it, definitely, because the Magician says we're able to handle some of the complexities that we may not see until we get into it. So there we go. There is a little bit of an explanation from IL. IL's like, what is going on over here? How is all of this going to work out? I'm confused. Hopefully you're not confused anymore. Bardman's not confused. Bardman wants to know something. They want to know. Let's see. I'll take a chance to September. We'll do it. All right. What is going to happen when I play the dragon with a neutral? Let's see. I've noted when I play Dragoon. Oh, the Dragon. True neutral male human cleric in D&D 3.5. D&D Tarot Deck, of course, for that. If you haven't seen the D&D Tarot Deck, it actually matches the cloth pretty well, doesn't it? I have to say, it matches the cloth pretty good. So D&D, I mean, Magic the Gathering would match the cloth pretty well too, because it is a Magic the Gathering cloth, but I mean, that's it anyway. But yeah, there you go. Ms. Tarot D has got a birthday today. Fantastic. I hope you have a fine birthday indeed, Miss Tarot D. Hope everything goes for you wonderfully. I hope that you have a good piece of a beautiful birthday cake. Yeah, you know, need that birthday cake. That's all about the birthday. You get to eat all of the junk is what I'm saying. All of the junk. Be random with me. Your brother finally subscribed to your channel after many months. Oh, there you go. Very cool. Thank you for being my best salesperson ever. Be random with me. I appreciate you indeed. Miss Tarot D with the birthday read. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Maruta is pitching in for the Miss Tarot D birthday. YouTube user coming in the rear over here. Well, that sounds bad. You know what I'm saying? Coming in the finale over here. Thank you, YouTube user, for your donation as well. We have Steve. Steve, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Let me know what your question is. We'll get that run up there. And Ann coming in with a big question. Thank you all for your very generous donations tonight. I greatly appreciate y'all. Y'all are my best friends ever. Steve, I got your donation. Let me know what kind of questions you got from me tonight. We'll get you in the queue over here. All right, we're taking a chance. We're going out on a limb here. We're going to go full Dragoon, not the old Sega Genesis game. Don't get that confused. We want to go full Dragoon in the D&D 3.5. All right, Sega Genesis is still a cool, but Dragoon is going to be, you know, going to be one of those things. Anyway, all right, let's see that 5. Oh man, that cleric action over here. That cleric action. There's going to be a lot of things that you're going to be able to do that you haven't been able to do before. I'm just saying, it's one of those where I have like the Batman utility belt at this point. I can do this, I can do that, I can do this and that, and this and that, I can do this and that. It feels like there's so many things you're going to do. It feels like I just need a book or something. I need to get the book, at least borrow the book and figure out all the crap that I can do, because there's a lot of good stuff going on. Antonio, speaking of good stuff, thank you for your donation. But yeah, that 5, all sorts of things that are going to be new and interesting as well. The Knight. Actually think that just as far as the group is concerned, you become kind of the utility person in the group. This is going to be somebody that, you know, like in World of Warcraft, it's going to be the enhancement shaman in Classic, right? They were there and you needed them there. They had all sorts of utility and all sorts of stuff, and you just sort of needed one in the group. So it's like, okay, where's Bardman? We need Bardman in this group. I think you're going to be very utilitarian in that group indeed. Now, the world says the adventures are going to be pretty cool. I think because you're going into this new realm, because you're trying out this new stuff, the level of adventure, the adventurous spirit is going to be nice. You're going to have it's almost like a celebratory 3 of Cups action over here in this world. But yeah, definitely sort of a celebratory thing. Going to be able to get everything we done. All right. The four ultimately says that this is right where you want to be, but you want to make some tweaks, right? A little bit of tweaks and things like that. I think that is going to be, I think that's going to be the key point here. You need a couple of tweaks. It's going to be obvious as you get started, and kind of like the IL reading from before. Once you get moving, it's like, well, yeah, I really could use this, really could use that kind of thing. So I think that's going to be important to you as you dive in deeper into that realm. All right, we got the next question up here is let's see, Miss Tarot D has got some birthday action. Maruta, thank you for Miss Tarot D's birthday reading too. I appreciate that. Let's get a bit of a general thing going on over here. Go over to the Tarot Tower and get us, yes, it's true, get us this deck over here. If you have not seen it, it is called the Tarot Avatar. It is beautiful, magnificent, and everybody likes this deck indeed. So that's what I'm talking about. This is one of those decks that you look forward to reading with, because you just know it's going to have a lot to say. It's very verbose. That is a big book. I mean, as far as like books go, this is incredibly, incredible book. This is one of the best decks that I've gotten in a long time. Just like the book is magnificent, the cards are beautiful. It got the edging with the gold. Everything is just fantastic in this, and I like it quite a bit. So yeah, we're going to find out what is happening over here. We got a Miss Tarot D. Need some general things going on. All right, let's see. Steve, I thank you for hitting that like button. If you haven't hit that like button, please do. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see. Where's my like button, beggar? My beggar, please beg. Here we go. Like button, beg button has been activated. We have the beg is in chat. So yeah, hit that like and sub. We got all sorts of cool stuff. We got news coming out tomorrow. It's gonna be really exciting. Everybody's gonna be pretty excited about that. All right, 5 of Wands there. As part as the next couple of months go, there's some difficulty sort of fighting things out. Maybe it's because we just need to express our stuff a little bit better, right? You feel that we have to express our stuff a little bit better. It just feels like people aren't understanding us. People aren't sort of agreeing with us. We need to sort of take, you know, their side sometimes, but now it's kind of just time to go forth and do our own thing with that. So you're going to have a couple of conflicts here and there. Definitely sort of finding independence in the first couple of months for the next year, going through that. 2 of Swords says if somebody doesn't agree with you, you got to move on. This is something where some people just don't agree with where you're at, what you're doing, how you're feeling, whatnot. YouTubeuser, thank you for your donation. But yeah, the 2 of Swords, so there's a different separate worlds between that. I think a lot of times it's difficult for us to settle down with that and say, oh, okay. But reality is you kind of have to. You kind of have to just come up and just say, okay, you know, it's all right that we have separate worlds. It's all right that things we don't see eye to eye on some things, sort of make that conclusion there. And I think that's going to be a big component of sort of finding peace with other people. So, you know, not really presenting yourself in a bad manner to other people throughout the rest of the year with that. Overall, the 6 of Wands, I think you have a lot of good opportunities in the rest of the next year as well. Yellow, welcome. Good to see you. But yeah, the Lord of Victory, especially next to the 4 of Pentacles, it's like when you get money, and I think you are going to get some money, you need to hold on to it. You need to figure out what we want to do with that, how you want to invest. I think investing for the next year is going to be fun for you. I'm telling you now, investing for the next year going to be absolutely incredible for you. It feels like there's a lot of opportunities come about. There's a lot of good things sort of creeping up. You see like this. Oh, this looks exciting. This looks exciting indeed. I definitely want to approach this. I definitely want to back that. But the 4 of Pentacles says, hang on to your money and look for the best, most opportunist investment that you can find. Because a lot of times you do see something that's kind of a low-hanging fruit. You don't want to take the low-hanging fruit, okay? Especially around December. Around December, I think we're going to have a little bit of a stock market dip is what I think. But around December, you want to start shopping around down what is going to be the best use for my money. Because if we do have an opportunity for investment, we don't want to invest into something that's going to make you a couple of bucks when you invest in something that's make you hundreds of thousands of dollars kind of thing. Four of Pentacles, fine at that. Just don't throw money at anything. Eight of Swords says, ultimately, you can't do everything that you want to do. So pick your battles. That's really the theme, right? Ultimately, you can't do everything that you want to do this year. So pick your battles. That could be with goals. That could be with your achievements. That could be on your vision board that you sort of need to make for the next year. I can't get it all. So what is most important? Let's triage it and let's find out how to proceed. And that is your birthday reading. Happy birthday again.
Happy birthday!
Greatly appreciate you being on the channel and you being so supportive. Again, I really appreciate you. All right, Crystals in Paint. Welcome to the stream. Oliviosa. We got Rhonda. Everybody's joining tonight. Let's hop over to Steve. Steve's new. I think Steve, I haven't seen you donate before. Steve, thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, Steve's hoping for a good read. He's like, all right, you know, there's a fat man on YouTube. Let's see if he gets me a read. Let's see if it's any good. All right, David. Oh, Jesus. A Taurus being so cold, distant, mean to me. I'm stuck living with this person. Why do they got to be so mean? It's what I'm talking about. And I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Oh, man. This might hurt indeed. We're going with the This Might Hurt Tarot because this could end up being quite painful indeed. You know, you gotta get those roommates. You know, you can't make them happy all the time. You do try, but a lot of times you're just like, you know, you're gonna have to deal with what you got to deal with over there, you know. Okay, let's see what we can do, right? They're cold, they're distant, they seem to be upset about something. Like, what is it? What is going on? Why do we got to be upset with Steve? Steve seems like a nice guy. Why do you got to be all worked up? All right, let's see. All right, we need to figure this out real quick. This Might Hurt Tarot says Ace of Cups, a Judgment, Four of Wands, and the Five of Cups. Man, you know, they're just not happy. They're just sort of happy. They're sort of miserable. And I said they're blaming some of it on you. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying they're blaming it on you. They're sort of pointing in your direction. Also, Violet and Apollo. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Man, that Four of Wands, all right? This is the home card. We're home, you know what I mean? We're just sort of hanging out, all this other stuff. They are just basically just upset about literally a bunch of different things, right? Five of Cups. I'm just upset about stuff. I have money issues. I've got some issues with somebody else, and it does seem somebody else is really pissing them off at this point. Now, good news is that's not you, but the bad news, you live with them, so now they're going to kind of take it out on you, you know? PieWar, we only got like 5 in the queue. It's pretty clean PieWar tonight. Pretty clean PieWar tonight. Only got 5 more in the queue. Let's look at the queue there. All right. But Steve, I mean, somebody just ticked him off over there, okay? Ace of Cups. Maybe it's somebody new. Maybe somebody rejected him. It just feels like there's somebody just worked their nerves. And now they're just kind of in that bad mood. They're sort of taking it out on you. I don't really think it's anything that you did. Judgment, the rebirth, the reincarnation. I'm going to give you something here. Now, entertainment purposes only, Steve. I think they're ready to move out. I just think they're ready to move out. All right. You know, this is something that they were thinking about. And now because they have that option, or now because they have that idea, they're sort of taking it out on you a little bit on the unfair side. That's fine. That's fine. Or I thank you for your donation. But yeah, they're ready to go. They're ready to move out. Four of Wands are going to be getting out of there. Ultimately, somebody else made them mad. They're thinking about moving out, and they're just kind of in that mode of, you know, sort of burning the bridges, as they say. But hey, you know, Steve, that's the way it goes sometimes. Not necessarily anything that you did. It's just you happen to be there at the wrong place at the wrong time, in my opinion, with all of that. So, yeah, be careful about them moving out. Hopefully they'll pay you the money that they owe or what have you. Anyway, but again, Steve, entertainment purposes only. Never assume somebody's moving out based upon a fat man on YouTube reading cards on the internet. So yeah, you gotta, Steve, you gotta take it. You gotta take it as it comes. All right, Maruta is next. Miss Taro's birthday. Thank you, Maruta, for your generous donation. I appreciate you. We got PieWar and Lover. Thank you for your donations. All right, YouTube user is back. I gotta say, YouTube user has paid my mortgage last month. Career-related read question below. Thank you, sir. You're quite welcome. Let's see what kind of career things you got going on. All right. Question. Lost the talent acquisition project as you predicted. Oh my. I will start applying for some new jobs in mid-September, planning a contract. Kayley, the ex, she can hook me up. She will help. All right. I don't see a question in here. Is the question is just sort of a general, can I find a new job, or YouTube user? I have no idea what the question is. Let's see. Let's scroll up. Maybe YouTube user asked another question over here. Let's see. No. Okay. Lost the talent. Kayley, hook me up. She will help. Okay. I don't see a question, but I guess we'll do a general read for finding this new job. Talent acquisition project got flushed down the toilet. Ain't nothing happening with all of that. We got to find out what is going on with that. Maruta, how long is live streaming? It will be for another hour at a minimum. Mizrak, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here for another hour, Mizrak. Me and my new cloth, Mizrak. Did you see the new cloth? Look, this is my temperance cloth. You like it? A little temperance cloth action up in here. All right, let's see. Will Kayley help? Okay. All right. Is Kayley going to be any help, or is she going to just fail us and not do anything this time? Oh, my. Oh, my. She's not going to be much help. I'm sorry. Okay, I think she wants to help. I really think she wants to help, but I don't really think she's much help. You know, I'm sorry. I don't think Three of Swords, a little bit on the heartbreak side. Like Kayley, I've relied on you. You were supposed to be the chosen one. You were going to bring balance to the force, and you did this to me. It feels like that Three of Swords, a little bit on the upset side. Seven of Cups. I think she's told a lot of people that she'll help them. I mean, quite frankly, she's pretty good, right? Good intentions. I'm happy to do this. I'm happy to do that. At the end of the day, she doesn't really help out very much at all. I mean, you know, a lot of times people just don't change. There's not a lot of opportunity for change, and you're going to have to kind of dig through the opportunities yourself in this particular thing. Again, I don't think she's a total failure. I just think that she's not as much help as you're thinking she's going to be. Just in my opinion. All right. We'll see what's going on with that. Oracle Dragon. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you as well. We got the next question. Is an affirmation related to situation with B and how it plays out? All right. How is the B situation going to play out? What kind of things do we see with that? Let's use a B tarot, which is going to be this one with a little bit of a teddy bear tarot. If you haven't been on the stream for more than 10 minutes, you probably haven't seen the little Luna Bear tarot. Here's our official mascot for the stream. I treat it so well. Luna Bear tarot. Everybody asks, so there you go. All right, we're going to get some teddy bears out here and figure out affirmations related to the situation and how they play out. All right. Got to have something good in here. I think there's a good mix in here, too. I think there's a lot of opportunities here, a lot of good stuff that can come out of this. I kind of like it. I kind of like it indeed. All right. Let's see what is happening with this Wheel of Fortune. What comes around goes around. We can do that a little bit here with the Judgment card, the Sun and the Chip. First off, you got all majors. So it looks very positive. I mean, you're looking for affirmations. You're looking for a positive read. You're looking for kind of where we want to go. The one thing you definitely want to see is all majors. And you scored literally all majors from a well-shuffled deck with random pulls from random locations. I'm just saying. So let's sort of read the majors where we're going. So it looks very, very good. First off, the Wheel of Fortune says you do have a period of what comes around goes around. There are things kind of in there that you have to put up with. A lot of kind of things that we've already settled on, we've already looked at, we've already dealt with, keeps coming back. So a lot of the same patterns come back. I think that's a big reading here. Is the Wheel of Fortune, right? A lot of patterns repeat. You're getting one of these patterns. Normally, I don't say that for the Wheel of Fortune. It could mean one of 1,000 things like every tarot card. But why is Judgment, the rebirth, the reincarnation right next to it? It's like we're on the wheel, but we keep getting the same opportunity. We're on the wheel, and here comes a new opportunity. So I think you have that kind of thing where we're stuck in this cycle in here. Now, I do think you break out of the cycle because of the Judgment, the rebirth, and reincarnation being in the Sun. All the teddy bears are waking up. They're yawning. They're like, okay, it's time to get up. And the sunlight hits them and they're like, yes, this is going to be well indeed. So how does it go? I think the sun kind of reincorporates some of the nice light into it. It reincorporates being called up, being called out into a new situation, a better situation indeed. And especially with the Chariot at the end, you see a lot of movement happening. And I think there's a lot of things that have been stalled in the situation. Not a lot of movement, not a lot of opportunities, kind of some dead ends. This really fixes itself and changes itself once you get the Chariot and all of the big movement happening. So I think that is the key indeed for this particular situation, and I like it. All right, let's go for the next reading, which is Antonio in New York City. He has a question below. Let's see what kind of question we got. Do I have to wait much longer to get some messages that I have been waiting for? What are we looking for here? I mean, let's go ahead and say it. We're looking for the Ace of Swords. All right. That's the key component here. You get that and you are looking at a lot of stuff. There's a lot of good swords in here for as far as messages go too. You have the Knight of Swords with the rapid movement. You also have an 8 of Wands with the movement Chariot. Anything sort of a big movement, big opportunities, sort of a renewal of stuff that sort of we've been waiting for. 4 of Swords being away from it would be great for anything that we have been waiting for. Hermit is good, sort of reception. Knight, and we got the Page of Swords. So I think as far as waiting, I do think, I'm going to say 3 weeks. I'm going to say 3 weeks. Going out on a limb here, but that's what we do on the channel. I'm going to vote for 3 weeks, and here is what I think. Hermit, the destination is reached, right? The Hermit, the destination is reached. There's a level of discovery. There's a level of checking our devices and seeing a message on it. I think that's one of the big opportunities here. And, of course, the Page of Swords. I told you swords would be key, and here we come with the Page. Why is the Page important? Because the Page is the messenger of the court, right? You have the king needs to send a message to somebody. He's got a page, normally a younger person. You give the message to, they'll run it, around the kingdom, the castle, what have you, and give it to whoever they need. Pages were delivery people. And the Swords is about air. It's about messages, about communication. That combo is ultimately says you will get it. Now, I do think it's 3 weeks. Queen of Wands with a Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, a little bit slower moving horse, a little bit on the slower side, not something immediate, not next day, not tomorrow, not going to be next week. I think you're going to have 3, maybe 3.5 weeks as far as sort of waiting for that. I think it'll be coming around. IL, you're quite welcome for the reading. I'm glad you found it. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate you coming back. But yeah, that Knight of Cups. So are we getting what we need? We're sort of satiated and satisfied with that. Neve, welcome to the stream as well. Everybody's coming in tonight. Good to see y'all. Happy, oh man, what is it? Happy Monday? Is it Monday? Yeah, happy Monday, or is it Tuesday? I don't know. Let me look. Happy Monday. There you go. Happy Monday. There you go. It's one of those Mondays, just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday. That's my fun day. That's my get up and run day, quite frankly. Will buying Celine purse affect me negatively? Will buying a purse affect me negatively? I hope not. That seems kind of extreme. Like I buy a purse and I'm cursed or something. I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe. We're going to get you. We're going to get you something. I mean, you want to see if it's cursed. You want to see if it's going to affect you negatively. We're going to go over here to the Poe because Poe knows about all of that stuff. That is what happens. That is, you got to admit that. That is what happens indeed. All right. Let's see. Is buying Celine's purse going to come back to haunt me? Maybe. There's an evil spirit in that purse, and we just haven't discovered it yet. All right. Well, we go into that. Page of Cups reversed, the Star and the 2 of Cups. No, I don't think it's going to be bad. Don't think it's going to be. It's 4,000 euros, so I'm worried. Oh, what's $4,000 between friends? Julie, Judy understands. Julie, what's going on? Thank you for the kind of words about the cloth. All right. By the way, I'm going to say it's not going to affect you at all. 2 of Cups. It's a good match. You needed you needed the person. This is something you invested in, you thought about it, right? And you made a decision. You're just like, all right, you know, that's a $4,000 purse or what have you, you know, one of those. But the Two of Cups says it's nice. You're going to get to, you know, take it where you need it. It's going to be nice. It's going to be cool. You're going to look cool with it. The Star, you've been needing a new purse anyway, so why not? Sky, welcome. Good to see you. You've been needing one, so that you know, might as well just get that one. Page of Cups. Now, be aware, you do have buyer's remorse within like a week, all right? So let me tell you now, you are going to have some buyer's remorse within a week. You're going to be like, Z, oh my God, why did I spend so much money on a purse? That first thing out of your mouth, all right? So within a week, you're going to have remorse. So now you need to decide if that's really what you want, because you're already going to have some buyer's remorse, and you're already going to have to, you know, you're already going to have to deal with that in your own way. But yeah, I don't think it affects you negatively. I think you just have a little bit of remorse. You're just like, oh, that's a nice purse. And the next day, you're like, oh my God, why did I do that? That was a poor decision. Poor decision. So, I mean, you know, you gotta figure it out. I have not invested in anything like this in a very long time. I don't spurt like I worry about my finances long term. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. If you can afford, if it's money, here's my thing. If you want to splurge and treat yourself, do it. But it needs to be money that if you lost that money, you wouldn't like panic, right? So in other words, if you woke up tomorrow and somebody had stole that money out of your bank account, would you be in a complete panic for paying bills and being able to survive and live, right? Or would you be like, oh man, and then you'd be like, well, I might get it back, I don't know. And you wouldn't be that upset. It needs to be money, just like, you know, screw your money, where you know, it's like, I don't really care. Whispers are welcome. Good to see you. So you got to do that. Now, this is money you needed to pay rent or something, and you're like, you know, buying a purse, and you're like, oh man, that's rent. Then I think that's going to be a problem, you know, so you definitely don't want to do that. But if it's just like, screw you money, it's like, I got the extra money, I really don't care, then go for it. Spoil yourself. You deserve it. I mean, you know. And as Ultraviolet, otherwise known as Fruit on the Booby, says, never buy a purse based upon a fat man on YouTube reading cards on the internet. All right, Anne wants to love life during the college year. Ooh, that sounds fun indeed. That college year, that's the wild time. That's the wild time. That's when you have the memories you tell your like grandchildren. Well, no, they're too dirty to tell your grandchildren. But you know what I'm saying. That's memories you always remember. Hermit. Love life, and the first card you get is the Hermit. And that's kind of rough. Hector, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I'm just saying, you got the Hermit and the Ace of Cups. Now, I think there's a little bit of a dry spell in this love thing going on at the college year. Hermit says it almost feels like you kind of have a dry spell up front, right? Because it's like, okay, I got to get study. I'm a little nervous. How do I get to this thing? How do I get to that thing? And like love life pushes itself aside as you scramble to figure out where you're at, what you're doing, what kind of studies you have, and all this other stuff. So take it easy with the love. You don't need to fall in love on the first date, right? The Hermit says, take it easy, get settled, get everything going. Everything's not going to be too bad. Just, you know, but you want to make sure and get settled and stable before you sort of leap into that, because I think you will leap into that indeed. I think Ace of Cups says you meet a Sagittarius. I think you like the Sagittarius. So that is going to be one of those things, right? A little Sagittarius there. Nine of Pentacles, because this is somebody who's pretty well off. Either they got some parents or something with some money. They seem to have their stuff together, and you like that, right? You know, sometimes you just get in situations where everybody's broke, and this is not a broke one. So that's going to be good indeed. Nine of Pentacles, so there's also a level of stability with this one. They're really fun. Nothing serious or anything, but they're just sort of fun, and you just need that with that. Hanged Man says, ultimately, I think you meet somebody different. I think you meet two people. The first one, you really sort of fall into, you really like it, a lot of good things. Demita, welcome, good to see you. But the Hanged Man said you find somebody else. The other person is a little bit of a hot mess. Definitely opposites attract, but there's something about them you're interested in. So you're like, you know, I'm kind of casual with both of them. We'll see where it goes. But that is your love life during the college year with that. A little bit of a hermit action up front. You're like, oh my God, it's a dry spell. That man on YouTube said it was a dry spell, and it is a dry spell. And then you start rolling it in is what I'm talking about. Well, D, come around, spoon. Speaking of rolling it in a little bit, let's ask the witch about D. Is D, I mean, the witch knows D when she sees D, is what I'm saying.
Everybody loves the D.
All right, we'll see. What deck are you using right now? That was the, I don't know, what was that? That was the something tarot. Yeah, that was the something tarot. Anyway, that was the Baroque tarot. And speaking of college, you will be Baroque in college. So that's the Baroque tarot. All right, that's what I was using. Now let's ask the witch about D coming around. What's D going to do? D, oh, look at that, 2 of swords with that. I mean, I do think you sort of see this, sort of coming around casually. So it's sort of taking their time, though, right? They're not really into it. They're not really 100%. Definitely taking their time, moving back, evaluating what's happened. The 2 of swords up in here. It just feels like, and you've seen this before. You've seen D be a little bit separated, right? They're not exactly into it. They're not exactly running full steam ahead. You know, you kind of gotta back up here with that. 2 of Swords says you still have that disconnect. That's okay. I said they're going to contact you, but they're going to contact you again too. A 4 of Wands kind of says so, right? It says we have a happy home, happy family. We have a lot of opportunities will there, and I think that they will be contacting you. Not exactly soon, but in the future, not going to be a problem. Now, be aware. They're coming in sort of as friends. Super casual on the friends. It's not like a star card, lover's card. Nothing big, nothing substantial with that. Demita, thank you for your donation. And Yellow, thank you for your donation as well. Demita, let me know what your question is. I will get you up in the queue. But yeah, little on the casual side. Not too intense. Clumsy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, we got PieWar is next. PieWar's like, how's the queue, PieWar? We got to you pretty soon. It wasn't too bad. You didn't have to wait like a year with all of that other stuff. PieWar, let's get you some Titanic. I have not made. Thank you, Andrew and Maruta, for reminding me about the Titanic animated graphic. I have not had time to make that, but it's definitely on my list to do this week. I need to do a reading, I tell you. I need to do. Mizrak, we have 5 in the queue, so it's not too bad. All right, feel something terrible will happen soon. PieWar, that's a little glass half empty there, man. I mean, you're in Texas. Nothing bad going to happen over here. We're in Texas. It's just going to be hot. Something terrible is going to happen soon. I don't know. Maybe I should switch to the Cthulhu deck. Well, no, I think the Titanic is sufficiently terrible. I mean, you know, okay, PieWar. If you're going to get on the Titanic, you need to bring on a big old piece of wood you can float on, right? You don't want Claire or whatever her name was floating on the wood and then you drown. You want your own piece of wood. So just bring like a power drill, and when it starts to go down, start unhooking doors, right? Anyway, 3 of Cups, the Seer, the Devil, and the 2 of Coins. I don't think it's terrible. I just think you have something break down. Either your car, you have something break down, maybe in your apartment, house, what have you. There's something breaking down soon. That's what you're feeling. That is what you're feeling indeed. Demita, I got your question in the queue. Thank you so much. That's what I'm saying. It's almost like everybody's having a good time. Everything is so nice and cheerful and it's beautiful and the sun's shining and we're dancing and everybody has all of the good stuff all around. And then all of a sudden, the Seer, you know something's coming. You feel something is coming indeed. Cinderella, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, Cinderella, don't be upset. Just let me know your question. But the Seer, you know something's coming. You know it's coming. RR, thank you for your donation. But yeah, the Devil. Here's where the breakdown starts, right? You got a two of coins. Feels like things are breaking down. Things are not working as well as they should. Maybe a computer, maybe a car, maybe something with that, but thing just stops working when you need it, right? Hopefully, you know, you can get it repaired, get it fixed, reboot it, you know, put another starter in that car, whatever you need to do. That's what's happening. But that's what you're seeing, all right? Am I overthinking? No, I think you know. I think the seer means you know, you understand something's going on. And hey, better to be prepared than not be prepared. Bringing on the inflatable raft, indeed. You may be there. All right. Demita, are you in the right relationship? Okay, let's see what's going on with that. Let's hop over to PayPal while we're doing that. We did Steve. Now we got Yellow. Yellow wants to know. Parrot is what? Parrot's incubating 3 eggs. Okay, what? Will eggs survive? Okay, now these are parrot eggs before everybody starts on me. These are parrot eggs. The Push Kitty deck is going to be, I think that's going to be the deck that we need for this. Absolutely with that. Let's see what's going on with all this. All right. Man, this could be a mess. Let's see what we got the parrot is incubating 3 eggs. Will they all survive? We should have done a Humpty Dumpty deck, or man, that would have been a good deck. We should have did that, but you know, 4 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, and the Lovers. I think 2 survive and 1 does not. That's my prediction. 2 survive, 1 does not. The Lovers, the 2 that make it. It's going to be okay. We have 2 that make it. 2 are good. And then 1, you may have to scramble that egg. Ace, 8 of Pentacles. Not everything works. We worked on it. We tried to get it. We tried to make everything fine. But the 4 of Swords is ultimately 1 didn't make it. So yeah. You got 2 out of 3, you know, 66.66% of the eggs make it in. That is my prediction. A parrot egg reading. That's a first. That is a first. I mean, come on, raise your hand in chat if you have had a parrot egg reading in your lifetime, is what I'm saying. Anyway, I mean, well, you know, you got to make it happen, though. Demita is next. Demita's like, look, I got a question. Demita wants to know, why is the Virgo not speaking to me? Am I in the right relationship in the first place? They're not speaking to me. Something's going on. Something's happening. Let's go to the Tarot Tower and let's figure out why people are doing what they are doing over here. We're going to get this one right here. This is the Modern Love Tarot. If you haven't seen it, the Modern Love Tarot. All right. Ms. Tarot D, is the Humpty Dumpty deck real? Yeah, it is real. It is called the Wonderland, Tarot in Wonderland. It's got Humpty Dumpty. It's got all sorts of egg references, you know. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That's what I'm saying. Especially eggs are so expensive nowadays. I mean, you know. Eggs are really expensive nowadays. Oh, did I tell y'all? Wait a minute. Did I tell y'all about this? I went to the store. I told y'all. I went to the store and there's eggs that are $7 a dozen. There's like, of course, they're the organic and farm raised. They were $7 a dozen. I was like, wow. Have you ever gotten to like, you're checking out and you drop the eggs? Have you ever done that? It was like $7. That's like lunch. That, you know, in the old days, that was like a lunch. You know how you boil an egg and it doesn't come out right? You'd be like, no, that's like $1.50, you know, for one egg that didn't boil right. Oh man, anyway, why is the Virgo not speaking to me? Am I in the right relationship? None of one says they're upset about something they're not telling you. That's pretty simple. They're upset. They're not telling you. Right? Because they're not talking about it. They don't want the conflict. This person may be one of those that avoids conflict, or they don't want to just come straight out and say something, so they're not just really apparent with what's going on. And I thank you for your donation. And we got a donation over here from CE. Let me know what your question is in chat and just type it in the chat. I'll know what it is. CE. I have no idea who you are. CE. Are you the one that just asked about donating? Arthur, is that you? Are you CE? Anyway, Hanged Man. differing opinions, not exactly on the same thing, right? But yeah, you know, differing opinions, not exactly the same thing. You're gonna have to figure out what it is. You're gonna have to Scooby-Doo mystery this, because if you don't, it's gonna sort of brew up a little bit. Two of Wands, it's gonna brew. You're not gonna like it. So yeah, you're in the right relationship clearly, right? But the Hanged Man says we can't see everything in the same perspective, the same light. A lot of times we do have a disconnect happening here. Two of Wands says we're gonna be able to get together. We see this clearly. We're okay. We just need to address what is happening in here. King of Wands over here. So yeah, definitely approach that. Figure out what the problem is. Work it out, right? If it has to be worked out, work it out, because that is sort of I don't really think it's that big of a deal. Now, let me tell you about a Virgo. I'm a Virgo. A lot of times we get upset about something, we don't want to talk about it, and you know, if you make us talk about it, get it off our chest, that improves a lot of things really quick. So I'm just saying, Virgo, maybe a little bit conflict avoidance. I don't really know with all of that. Anyway, Demita, good luck with all of that. All right, we have whoever CE is that you, Sky? Are you CE? Cleansing tarot cards. I don't know. All right, lover, I would like to understand how I feel about AM. AM is always better than the PM. AM, you like wake up, you like got the coffee. You see, AM, it's all about the coffee. If you can have some good coffee in the AM, that is all about that. That is all about that. All right, you, Luna, you are Crystal. All right, Luna, I got you in the queue. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You will be next in fact. All right, you would like to understand how you feel. Hopefully you figured out how you feel already. Lover, you love them because you're a lover. I mean, come on.
I love you.
All right. How do you feel? Knight of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Four of Wands. Man, you feel pretty good. You feel pretty good. Why are you ignoring it, though? You got to say that. Why are you ignoring it? I got to ask, lover, I got to ask, why are you ignoring this? Knight of Pentacles, seems like the stability's here. It seems like things are all right. You know, things aren't just like out in the open or just, you know, you're just stranded on an island here. It feels like you're doing all right. Two of Cups is the love card. It's literally the Lord of Love. It looks fantastic. It looks great. You got a lot of beautiful sort of fish floating around. I think that everything is going well, especially next to the Four of Wands. You don't get love, put it next to a Four of Wands, and then somehow come out and say, you don't feel anything. You feel something. It's there. Have you admitted it? Maybe not. Have you sort of come to a conclusion, a decision? Maybe not. But I'm going to give you the love balloons because this looks good. This looks amazing. This is just fantastic. So yeah, you know, you just got to take a deep breath, do what you need to do. I don't think this is as big a deal as you think it is. It's just my opinion. It doesn't look as serious as you think it looks. All right, we're going for the next reading, which is on YouTube. We got Luna has a question indeed. Luna says, give me a reading. Luna, okay. What are Eminem's thoughts and bailings for me? Jamie Lee, it's been a couple of days. Welcome back. Good to see you. All right, we're going to give you the Gregory Scott. Whoa, the Gregory, you see that flip? You like that? That was magic. That was a magic trick. By the way, we got a lot of new people. Can we show the money trick? We got so many new people. We got so many new people tonight. All right, let me tell you what happens. Let me prepare the money trick. All right, so here's what happens with this, right? You try to go buy a tarot deck like the Gregory Scott, right? All you got is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't have much money. You don't have much money at all. How are you going to pick up the Gregory Scott Tarot? What you need is just to transform your money into better money. And better money means more money. Only one thing is better than money, and that is more money. So yeah, there you go. That is the money trick, and that is how you transform $5 into 100. Everybody has seen that. I've done that trick at least 2,000 times. At least 2,000 times. All right, traditional manga. Can we do it? We're going with the classics tonight. Can we? A little classic. I like it. Where is the traditional manga? It's over here. Here we go. All right. Traditional manga. Making it happen. All right, with Aquarius, but like the Virgo. Well, Virgo, you got to understand what the Virgo is. Ma's doing a great job. Yeah, we're doing a fantastic job welcoming in all the people. We got a jumper over here, a traditional manga jumper. HK, welcome back. Good to see you again. HK is becoming a regular again, and I am excited about it. I am all excited to have HK up in here. All right. Let's see, we got a 7 of Justice, 9 of Wands, making it happen. All right, what are the feelings? 7 of Cups, 4 of Cups. They can't make up their mind. That's the biggest thing you got over here, Luna. They just can't make up their mind. They're distracted. They're looking at other things, looking at other people. They're very sort of mixed emotions here. 4 of Cups says, I've seen something, but I don't really committed to it. I'm not really, just sort of jumping in full steam. 7 of Cups, I got a lot of other things going on. It could be other people. It could be things happening with that. Justice and a 9 of Wands says, ultimately, I need to take my time, take it easy, right? So they're looking at you super casual, maybe something interesting later. Right now, they're just like, nah, let me sort of evaluate this from a distance, right? They're not dedicated. They're not under full steam ahead. They're not in that sort of mode with there. So you're just going to have to put up with that. You have to take it easy, take it slow. Arthur, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. But yeah. You got to take it slow with this individual. Let them do their thing. Let them sort of grow into it. Let them sort of gradually move into the next thing. I think that's going to be the focus. Arthur, thank you again. I greatly appreciate you. All right, you were in the queue, Arthur. All right, who is next tonight? We got utubeuser coming in with more career. Utubeuser's making it happen, getting them a new job, making all that stuff happen. All right, well, Kelly, help. Okay, I have no idea. Career question. Is this the one I already did? utubeuser, I'm still looking for your thing. I've invested in anything very long time. utubeuser is like, utubeuser. Did you ask your question, utubeuser? Because I ain't seeing it. utubeuser. I'm not seeing another career question below. Let me know what it is. I'll loop back, I guess. I'll loop back. Anyway, did I already answer it? Maybe I already answered it. I don't know. I think I did answer it. Maybe. I'm kind of confused. No, you had 2 career-related questions. Anyway, maybe I'm just in the wrong section. Getting cord cutting done with N. Will it work on me? What do you mean getting cord cutting done? What the world is that? What are you doing over there? You're getting cord cutting done. Are you getting like surgery? Are you gonna cut the cables or like I don't understand what that even means. I don't know. You're getting cord cutting with N. Is this a formal thing to where y'all two get together instead of like a reverse marriage or something? I don't know. All right. Will it work on me? I don't know. Are you getting hypnotized? Are you paying a hypnosis guy? You'd be like, please hypnotize me to never think of N again in my whole life. It'd be like somewhere in time, right? It's somewhere in time. Like a year from now, you're going to pull out a penny from your coat pocket and be like, and you're going to reverse and everything is going to come back. It's going to be terrible. Okay, now take a note from Somewhere in Time movie. Good movie, by the way. When you do all of this hypnosis or cord cutting or anything like that, you don't want to have a penny in your pocket from the current year, okay? You want to make sure you clean out all your pockets, because if you see that penny, you're going to go back and the whole thing is going to be ruined. By the way, spoiler alert, cord cutting is cutting the spiritual cords that may connect you with somebody. Man, you do a lot of work within. You do. Man, it sounds like you need some therapy too with the cord cutting with that. Just get hypnosis, I think would be good too. Hypnosis, just like forget N existed, you know? Anyway, T.O., you know better. Miss Tarot D, I don't know everything. Jesus. Anyway, it's all spell work. All right, we'll see. Add hypnosis to it, right? Add hypnosis to it. That's all I'm recommending. I mean, can I do that? Can I recommend that, Miss Tarot D? I think I'd be all right. A little hypnosis, right? Anyway, all right, okay. 6 of Wands, Lord of Victory, says you're victorious indeed in your cord-cutting spell. 7 of Pentacles and an 8 of Pentacles. There's more work to do. I don't think this one thing is just going to magically fix everything. I think you got more work to do after this, you know, maybe be cleansing, therapy, hypnosis, watching Somewhere in Time. I don't know, but 8 of Pentacles says there's more work to do after this. It's not a one-cut solution, very simple kind of thing with that. 7 of Pentacles says, yeah, it's worth the work. It's worth the effort. It is worth happening in here. I think I like it. I like it. Because the 7 of Pentacles is more that card of like, you know, I'm working towards something. I'm planting all of this stuff in the ground, and I'm hoping for the best, right? The hypnosis wouldn't hurt. See, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of good hypnotherapies out there, but just make sure you don't have the penny in the pocket. Hector knows what I'm saying. Am I on the right path in my life? Well, that is a pretty general reading, and I like it. That's right to the point. Okay, if you're on the right path in your life, you would be having an art of adventure, right? That is where you need to be right there. Art of adventure is going to be your path in life. Are you on the right one, or are you just sort of wasting your time right now? We don't know. Let's see what we're going to have happen here, Hector. See your adventure spirit. King of Wands, the star. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I mean, we're looking at a thumbs up definitely on this. Pretty clean thumbs up, too. We got Yellow coming in with another dono. Yellow, thank you so much. All right. Am I on the right path? When you look at this question, you do need to understand that, yes, the star does mean you're following the star. You're following the star. That is the important thing here, right? Because following the North Star is going to get you where you need to go. You know, you're lost. You know where north is. I think that's a big opportunity indeed. That's going to be where you're at. So are you on the right path? Yes. You're looking at where to go. It's leading you in the proper direction. High Priestess, though, it says you need to understand more about what you want in that path, right? You need to understand more about what you want. So if I want this big goal, this big aspiration, I want to change careers, and I want to be a plumber or something, you kind of need more information on that. You need to do the studying. You need to do things happening, right? So you need more information. You need more studying here. High Priestess, the Torah is in her hands. She needs the information, needs the guidance too. Because I can be on the path to become a plumber, but getting the information is going to help me out, getting really focused on learning and making that happen. King of Wands says, ultimately, you need to keep going. The problem is, even if you think you're on the wrong path, you need to keep going and force your way through the difficult times, which is incredibly difficult, especially when you sort of don't know, you know, are you on the right path? So take it from me. You're on the right path. Keep on. Going to be focused. Going to be exciting. I think that's going to be where you're at. Clumsy is next. Tapping. Tapping is another way to release attachments. Yeah, tapping is pretty good. Let's see. What is this? I think a fat man on YouTube can absolutely recommend hypnosis. Miss Tarot D, you don't know me. I actually went to 3 very expensive hypnosis classes. I have over 20 hypnosis books, like formal therapeutic hypnosis stuff. So I'm just saying. I mean, I got a lot of hypnosis experience. Anyway, Gerda, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I've been into everything. I've been into piloting, hypnosis, martial arts, stock market day trading. I've been into heavy mathematics. I've been into application development. I have an extra class ham radio license. Basically, I've done one of everything. I've had a full life. I've had a full life. That ham radio, though, that was a big waste of time. It's kind of funny, though. I learned Morse code, otherwise called CW. Anyway, I would go to... So I was the CW guy because I learned it really quick. So I would go to the... basically, they had emergency tests. This is back in like the 90s, right? Yeah, but they had emergency tests where you put up antennas and you get all the ham radios out and you communicate with people all over the world with the ham radio. Anyway, so I would do CW. So I would do the long wave, and I would do all of the CW things. And Morse code doesn't have like one of these things. I think you can still get them. It doesn't have like that. Anyway, it's a paddle. It comes in 2 things like this. And to do it, you go dit dot. So you just go like this. You go dit it like that. And so you'd send it out anyway, and somebody else would send you a reply or whatever. And anyway, so there's a lot of stuff with CW. Those were the days. I don't think, oh man, I know why. That's why. I know a few letters still, but it's been long time. CW is no longer part of the test. Oh, that is upsetting. I really like CW. Anyway, if by any chance you're a massage therapist, oh man, a lot of jokes. Let's not do any of those. All right, how do business making look this week as far as money for Clumsy? Oh, that looks fantastic indeed. We already did the money trick. We'll just do fallen money now. I mean, just saying. I'm just saying that. I mean, look. When you get the magician as far as making money, doing things, getting your goals, getting things done, learning CW, right? Samantha, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. The magician says, I got anything and everything. Not going to be a problem making money this week, indeed. Magician says, hey, I put forth the effort. I got stuff done, got things out of there with that. You're not going to make as much money as you would like, you know, of course, not going to make as much money as you would like with all of that stuff, but it's kind of all about making any changes and any tweaks this week. Look at your business from a customer perspective. Take a step back. Look at your business from a customer perspective and say, hey, what am I doing that I can tweak this week? Because I think tweaking it this week with the magician card right next to it says your tweaks are going to be effective. They're going to be good. That is going to be your key component here. So what tweaks can you make this week? Money, not going to be a big problem at all. Not going to be a problem. I mean, yeah, there you go. All right. So that, you know, a little bit extra in there, not just the money, but making it happen. Samantha, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. We got YouTube user. Let us know what the question is over there. Have not invested in anything in a very long time. Like to splurge. That's what I'm talking about. You know, you like to splurge. All right. Let's see. You're joining massage therapy at this point. I want them going. You're joining therapy. Okay. So Miss Terrell D is talking about massage therapist. So here's how I read YouTube user's question. Is your license still active? No, it is not active. I don't even remember no, I do remember my call sign. I still remember my call sign. Wait, let me look and make sure. Wait, we got to take a break here. Let me look. I still remember my call sign. What the hell? Is it my call sign's pulling up porn sites? What's going on with this? Let's see, maybe a ham radio? There you go. Okay, it still says I'm in Arlington, Texas. Let me find myself. Hang on. I don't know why my call sign pulls up porn. That was it. Oh no, that is too much information on me out there. Let's not give you my call sign. That's a bad idea. Okay, anyway. Okay, you're joining massage therapy. I don't think that's the therapy that you need to get rid of N. I'm just saying. Okay, I mean, but that's the way I read it. Miss Terrell Diaz corrupted me today. I mean, it's one of those corrupt days. Kayley works for cybersecurity. Join her company. What are my chances to work under her? Cybersecurity is a good place to be. Cybersecurity, because everybody needs cybersecurity. It is robust. You can pop in a couple of certs. There's some hard certs, but you can pop in a couple of certs. Oh my God, OC, I thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate you. But yeah, yellow, it is not active, and I do remember my call sign, and it has a lot of address information that I don't want to reveal. So no. Samantha, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Why am I getting 9 cards? Okay. Anyway, cybersecurity is a good, nice little job if you can get that. Let me tell you that now. The world, there you go. There you go. The world is reinforcing what I'm saying. A lot of good jobs for cybersecurity, a lot of good sort of niches within cybersecurity that you can get into, a lot of great things. Not of once. Let's get that fiery action, making it happen because you need this. This is going to be good. Love it. I love it. The world says it's an endless possibilities because there's so many little niche things that you can get into with cybersecurity. You can do the scanning. You can do the post evaluations with the people. You can do the, you can actually help them with the coding and whatnot. You can do research. You can do a lot of good stuff with that. The world says there's a lot of good possibilities if you can get in that. Empress says ultimately you'll be very comfortable in that too. It just seems like your thing. That is your thing. Get in there if you can. Good chances, right? The Empress, very comfortable in it. Something for me. The world, a lot of possibilities. Not of wands, chase it, make it happen. It looks decent. Obviously, we don't have all the cards we'd like to have. A 10 of Pentacles, an 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. I don't have all of that. It just says that you may have found your niche indeed, and I like it. All right, let's see. We got the YouTube users out of the way. What are the D's? Current feelings for me. Let's use our favorite deck of all time, which is, of course, my friends, the Wizard Tarot. If you don't have this one, my CB handle. Well, yeah, you know, ham radio is not CB, by the way. That is a totally different. There is 2 meter. If you get on 2 meter, does 2 meter even exist anymore? I mean, I have not. Does ham radio exist? Like, if I get on 2 meter, do I get any 2 meter repeaters anywhere? I mean, I don't know. Anyway, these current feelings for me. Emperor, love it. Emperor, love it. Justice, things are balancing out. Things are coming around. And you do sort of see that, right? Things are coming around. Things are making it happen. You do have some encouraging sort of things there. So that is going to be it. Don't know how it works. Please, I said to PayPal. Need confirmation. Cinderella, I got your confirmation indeed. Cinderella, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's see. You wanted the general, right? Wow. Okay. You have a bunch of different questions. We got you. But yeah, I think they're coming around. Things are balancing out. Things are being where they need to be. Justice. And that's what you need with D. You need them to be balanced out. They're one extreme, the other extreme. It just really doesn't make any sort of a thing there. Knight of Wands, it says they're going to be pursuing you. They're going to be contacting you. Again, not soon, but they're definitely in that mode of getting contacted with. The Emperor says that ultimately they feel like that they want to be in charge of the interaction, right? They want to be in charge of the interaction. I think that is the big opportunity for you. So yeah, looking pretty good with all of that. Ham radio is regaining popularity. Even CW, that's wow. I guess people on 2 meter now. People are kind of lonely, sort of sit in the house and you play World of Warcraft, you work from home. You know, yeah, 2020 probably brought back ham radio. I got to say, they probably brought back ham radio. Let's go to PayPal. Luna has another one in the queue. Thank you so much. We're back on PayPal, by the way, in case you wonder, what in the world is he doing over there? We're getting the PayPal readings. Getting the PayPal readings out is what I'm saying. Call sign was massage therapy for you. Maybe. That could be my call sign. I never did CB ham radios online in the late 80s. I mean, ham radio was kind of a very niche thing. And I was young, and like everybody was like 50 or 60 years old. So I kind of got bored of it just because I'm like 20 and everybody's like 50 and 60 years old. There wasn't any more 20-year-olds. So I kind of did my own thing. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. There was like the mode to where I was collecting certifications. I started collecting basically licenses, certifications, anything that was difficult. I wanted just to do it. You know, I just wanted to do it. So yeah, I said it $10 on PayPal. Yes, I saw my email now. I'd like a general reading, present, future, love. Does he knows I send the PayPal? Yes, Cinderella, I did. You are OC, right? Cinderella, that's you. You're OC. Anyway, I see your donation and I got all of your reading questions. Thank you again. I appreciate you. All right, is the image attracted to me? 2 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups and the Fool. it seems they're not really that attractive. They're not really sort of full in 100% with anything. The Fool is nice. The Fool is nice indeed because it says we're launching together. We're reaching out. They're willing to sort of take a chance. They're willing to sort of find out what's going on. And it's sort of like an investigative feeling, right? I just want to see what's there. I don't want to jump in. I want to kind of see what's there, make a decision after that happened. Eight of Cups says, I've been hurt in the past. I sort of, I want to take my time. I just want to kind of evaluate things as they go along. Because Two of Pentacles says, as they get in there, they kind of want to figure out what's next, right? What can I do with this? How can I roll with this? That's going to be the big thing here because they don't want to just dedicate 100%, go in everything, go full in, and then everything just doesn't sort of work out the way that they like it to. So there are the feelings for you. That is Tarot of the Lantern Path, by the way, which I don't have the book. I don't have the book at all. I have no idea where the book is. Where is the book? The Lantern Path. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. I have no idea where the book is. Tarot of the Lantern Path is the deck. All right, let's go to PayPal. We got a PayPal donation from OC, and OC's got a few questions. Let's type them all out here. General, we got that. John and Cinderella. All right. Okay, so we got John, General John, and properly scanned me and all this other stuff. All right, let's do past, present, future. We're going to do that indeed. A good one here for a nice little past, present, future is going to be my deck. If you don't have this deck, you need it. This is my deck. This is one that I created. Look at these beautiful pictures over here. You can get it for $19. I mean, it's cheaper than 2 dozen eggs at this point. Let's face the facts. You can get my deck cheaper than you can get 2 dozen eggs. I mean, I'm just saying, it's only $19. I don't know what inflation is. It doesn't even mean anything to me. So I just do my own thing. So yeah, I'm never going to raise the price. I don't care if inflation gets 900%. I don't care if you need a bag of money to buy a Starbucks coffee. This is still going to remain $19. Link in the description if you want it. Okay, excuse me. Let's do past. Past, present, future, love reading. The past. You just can't get where you want with love. You're really restricted when it comes to love. You can't get where you want. You can't get what's going on. It feels like you can't get a lot of the opportunities that you would really like to get. A lot of things have kind of slipped out of your fingers. Queen of Wands. You've tried. I think you've tried too much. It's like you're really kind of trying. You're really sort of trying to fix things that other people have caused to be a problem. Queen of Wands. You put in a lot of effort in the past. Eight of Swords. You just haven't found kind of what you're looking for. You just haven't found a lot of the links that you're kind of trying to find and all this other stuff. But yeah, just very difficult indeed to get where you wanted to be in love in the past. Let's look at the present love too. Present love, Jesus, got a little Hermit and the Ace of Wands action. You're just not putting forth a lot of effort to sort of get the relationship that you need or to get sort of the connection and stuff like that. It involves a lot of effort. It almost feels like you work too hard. You have to work way much harder than other people that you know or other sort of things, other opportunities that you see other people have. You just really don't get into the Ace of Wands feels like I'm just putting too much effort into it. I'm just not having the luck that I need or just not having a lot of stuff in there. The Hermit feels like a lot of times when you're in a relationship too, you feel like you're just alone, like you're disconnected. You don't have the same connection as you kind of need with that. ReallyChris, thank you so much for your very generous donations. I appreciate you. You are in the queue indeed. But yeah, just feels like a lot of work, not a lot of results in the present, in here too, right? Can't get what we need in the past, a lot of work, not a lot of results with love in here. Future, I really think that future is looking better, especially with air signs. It feels like air signs is going to be here. air signs are really going to make it happen for you. You got a King of Swords with a Four of Wands. Basically, good, happy home, happy family. Things are looking better. Things are looking up as far as love is concerned with the future of that. So, yeah, you do have a lot better future coming in, especially next year. Like, especially next year. Next year feels like it's easy mode as far as getting love, getting things, making it happen as far as love goes, getting a good sort of a positivity too. And I really think that positivity is going to be your key component here. If you just can hang out, if you just can hold out, I think that's going to be the big thing here. Now, John just generally screwed us over maybe. Oh, Jesus, somebody bought my deck. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, FC. Thank you very much, FC, for buying my deck of cards. I appreciate that. I will get that shipped out today, actually. All right. Let's go to PayPal and see what that is. We got a little, general feeling. Did John ever have any feelings for me, or did he scam me on a purpose? Cinderella, did you scam them on a purpose? Oh, man. I think that they did have feelings for you, but it was more of a friend kind of thing. It's not really sort of a big love kind of deal there, right? Sort of the sun. I think they had a lot of good things that they brought in. Indeed, they had a lot of good things, but they just didn't deliver on ultimately what they promised, or ultimately what they kind of were in there to make it. That feels like they just wanted more of a connection. They just wanted more of something casual. They just didn't really dedicate ourselves to that. But, sometimes that happens. But yeah, they just weren't that dedicated to make everything happen the way it needed to happen. Very casual in there. I think that they did not like what they did. It's almost like that they did everything emotionally. They did not like how things went out. And ultimately, yeah, they were affected by this. Just be aware of that. They were affected by this indeed. To Ms. Tarot D ordered the deck. Thank you, Ms. Tarot D. I greatly appreciate you ordering all my stuff, Ms. Tarot D. Thank you. All right. Oh, geez. I think I forgot somebody. Anyway, reaction to my project. Okay, Anne wants to know affirmation related to W and the public reaction of my project. Let's see where that is. Let's see what's going on with all of that action there. Man, we got another donation from PayPal. Wow. Y'all are very generous on PayPal tonight, like super duper generous. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. So glad it's borderless. Miss Tarot D, you know me. Miss Tarot D, I have spent thousands and thousands and thousands of readings. I think I'm on my 11,000th. No, more than that. I have 28,000 readings. So yeah, after all those readings, I know what I like and I know what I don't like. All right, let's see what's going on. Speaking of what I like, affirmation related W and the public reaction of my project. Public reaction is mixed. I gotta say, it's a mix. Not like you have 100% love, 100% like with it. You got a little bit of mixture in here as far as reaction goes. You got some people with the tower, like this needs to be drastically different. This is not what I kind of expected. And I think that's kind of where you're at. Basically, some people just didn't expect where it ended up. Some people just didn't expect the final result to be like that. The tower, right? Just sort of unexpected, a little bit sort of a, back and forth, what have you. The Ten of Wands says there are parts of the project that have been overworked. I'll say that again. There are parts of the project that have been overworked. In other words, keeping it simple is going to be the best thing that you could do. Sarah and Carol, thank you for joining us tonight. Empress, welcome to you too. But keeping it simple is going to be the key. The Ten of Wands, the simpler it is, the easier to understand it is. Overworking things doesn't work, right? You go paint, right? I'm painting a house, and I spend way too much time on the house. The rest of it is sort of fuzzy. You have this very detailed house. It's just overworked, stands out. You don't want to do that. You want to get an equal thing out of there. Keeping it simple is going to be your key. And the King of Wands, too, right? You've done a lot of work with this. people can see the work. People appreciate good work, and you did a good job with that. Ultimately, again, reactions are mixed. Some people just don't see, didn't expect the final result. Some people absolutely love it and adore it. But again, we just have a little bit of a back and forth with that. Not really consistent on the reaction. Does A no longer want to live with me, and they broke up, and I don't know, did you have to ghost them? Did you have to ghost them or what? Did you have to ghost this individual? Because that is the hardest part right there, is just ghosting somebody, right? Did they no longer love me, and did they give up? Jamie Lee, we love you if they don't, so who cares about them? Come in here, and we will show you all the love.
I love you.
All right, now do they no longer love you, and did they give up? 5 of Wands, man, they're pissed. They're really upset. Don't discount how upset they are. I'm telling you that now. Queen of Cups, very emotional. Water of Water with this Queen of Cups. They're not lying. They're not making it up. They're very emotional right now. Jamie. And when we get emotional, we do bad things. Bad things. One time my girlfriend told me never to come back. And I knew that she was just pissed, so I came back anyway. But yeah, some people just get really upset sometimes. Queen of Cups, very emotional. And the Emperor, they felt like they needed to be in charge. They felt like they needed to be on top of this and make some quick decisions, make some things happen with this too. And the 5 of Wands, there is a lot of conflict. There's a lot of strife right now, a lot of strife. You just need to let it settle down. Let it settle down is what I'm saying. Samantha, you are like 3 away. Samantha, we got like 35 donations tonight. I'm sorry, Samantha. It's going to be a bit. Samantha. I got 4 away. HK, Arthur. Let's look at the queue. Here. We got 2 more PayPals, and you're in this mix. Right now, we're on Jamie Lee right here. All right. So yeah, let him settle down. Just let them settle down, let them take a deep breath, and to reevaluate it later. I just don't think that this is the end. Does James want to hire me? HK had a good interview ready to happen. Jonah, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. YouTube user's got another donation. Thank you, YouTube user. You may be paying my mortgage this month too. All right, let's go and see what is happening over here with the Gilded Tarot Royale. All right. Love your sense of humor. You make me laugh. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. You have so many different analogies. Well, yeah, I was the class clown, I got to say. All right. Cinderella, you're on a big delay, Cinderella. You're on a very large delay from stuff that I said like 15 minutes ago. All right. Let's see. All right, does James want to hire me after an interview? 10 of Cups says you really belong there. You do. You belong there. You had a good interview. Very good interview indeed. Queen of Swords says you have the command over what you need to command. You have sort of that personality that fits in, very teamwork sensitive. You're going to understand that you need to sort of work with other people. I think that's kind of it. 8 of Wands says, come on in. Come on in, right? 8 of Wands. I need that movement. Let's make it happen here. Beautiful reading. You're part of the family. 8 of Wands, come on in, make the movement happen. And the Queen of Swords. I think as far as tarot goes, now I know a lot of people are like, dude, you're missing all the key cards. You're missing the Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. I mean, you're missing all of this other stuff. I don't care. Happy home, happy family really sort of says bring us into the mix, right? Bring us into the mix. I think that's the important part of that, because that's the thing. I think I need about the CD. Yeah, I need to respond to CD. I need to do CD's reading after the stream. All right. I think it's all about tarot being tarot, right? Because some people like you and they'll express it in different ways. You know what I mean? Some people will be like, I like you, but I'm just going to sort of be really casual about it. Some people are like way up in your face, you know, like you, I desperately need you, all this other stuff. And this is one of the things too, right? You just got to understand. Tarot has different ways of expressing stuff. You don't always need the classic book version of all of this stuff. So I think that's a big thing too, right? Yeah. All right. Let's see what's happening over here with this opportunity. Why am I stuck procrastinating? Move towards my goals this month. Man, you're in your... Okay, Arthur. You're in your comfort zone. You're in your comfort zone. I don't think that works for you. You've been in your comfort zone a little bit too long, a little bit too difficult to sort of get out of it sometimes. But you need to get out of it. That's very important. All right? Very, very important indeed. The wheel. A lot of times in a lot of readings, talk about this in my book. By the way, link in the description to my books. The wheel says, I do what I always do, Arthur. You wake up, you have your breakfast. Carol, thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate it. You go to work, have your breakfast, you go to work, you do your thing, you come home, you watch TV, you go to bed, you eat dinner. You need to get out of your comfort zone. I think that's the big thing. You're in your comfort zone. It's nice and warm. It's cozy. You know what I mean? 9 of Wands says when you've wandered out of your comfort zone, you've had some problem. You've had difficulty. It's difficult to get stuff done. It's difficult to learn new stuff. It's difficult to get a lot of our goals accomplished. It's very difficult. And the Page of Cups, the motivation has really waned. You were very motivated in first, but then it's just sort of, well, it just feels like I'm not very motivated anymore, right? Page of Cups, I'm just not in it to win it. You need the motivation back, Arthur. If that's a matter of tricking yourself to get it done, then that's it. If you need to make a vision board and look at the vision board every day when you wake up, you'll be like, oh crap, I had a goal for this week and the goal is not being done. A vision board is a key component for goals, really is. Because if you have a vision board, you're going to say, look, and you have goals on it, right? Here's my visions. In 1 week, I want to learn stock market options, okay? And the end of the month, I want to learn this. At the end of 2 months, I want to learn that. So if you do that, now all of a sudden you're on the point for that, right? The 3 of Wands. I have things to look at. I have things to look forward to. So get your vision board done. Get your goals written out. You need weekly goals, weekly realistic goals. You don't need to just kill yourself trying to get you accomplish everything, but you can have realistic goals, right? I want to learn stock market investing. All right. By the next week, I want to learn what options are. Okay. By the following week, I want to learn how to read a chart. By the following week, I want to kind of understand where to, how a chart looks and patterns that I'm supposed to be looking for. Anyway, you can have realistic goals indeed. ReallyChris is realistic. ReallyChris is like, hello. Let me see what is going on with ReallyChris tonight. Sees current feelings. All right. We got sees current feelings. What are they doing? What are they looking at? What kind of things can we get done with them? We're going to go with the Mons Tarot tonight for that. It'll be really good indeed. Okay. Sees current feelings for me after our talk on Sunday. We had a big talk. What is happening? How we're going to be able to get this done? Let's see. If they like it, if they didn't like it, what kind of talk was it? Was it like a very serious talk? Really serious, kind of weighty, heavy talk? Or was it just sort of a, let me speak my mind kind of thing? 7 of Cups, you got a 6 of Cups, Ace of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords. They definitely feel like you need to talk more. Right? The talking is clearly not over at this point. We need to talk more. We need to have some more stuff happen with this. So this is not the conclusion of it. 7 of Cups says there's a lot of things that have gone unanswered. And even though we had a good talk, even though things went sort of the way that we needed them to go, we just have some things that are unanswered that need to be addressed. So we need to communicate more. 7 of Cups, a lot of things on the table right now, right? Really, Chris? We got this, we got that, we got this, we got that. There's too many things. The Seven of Cups. There's too many things to sort of look at. Let's narrow them down. Let's talk about this thing over here. Can we address that? How can we fix that? How can we do this, right? And the Six of Cups. We need to connect on things. We can't be sort of alone. We can't be disconnected and whatnot. Ace of Swords says the communication is key here. More conversation, the better it is. Whether it be talking about all the different things at once is not going to be an option. We need to isolate. We need to discuss this. We need to discuss this over here. We need to do that over there, right? Three of Pentacles, we need to work together. That is clear here. That is very clear. We need to work together. Very big option overall. Because the Four of Swords is if we delay it, if we push it back, if we just ignore everything, hope for the best, that's not really going to work. That is not really going to work. So that is their feeling. That is their feeling. Pretty on point, I think, on that. Anyway, let me know. Give me some feedback. All right. By the way, we have hopped over to PayPal in case you wonder where your readings are. We got a lot of readings. We got like 45 readings tonight. Let's go to the super chat. Samantha's been waiting. We got Gerda. We got Samantha, YouTube user Carol, Yogi, and we're out of here. All right. We still got Amanda. We still got Amanda too. Amanda, you are in the queue indeed. Gerda wants to know the Sagittarius' current feelings towards me. Do they like me? Do they not like me? Let's go with a simplified tarot indeed. I did not pick up the expansion pack, but it is simple. It is easy. Let's go forth, make it happen. Anyway, man's feelings for me, Sag. It's going to be something all right. Explorer of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. This just feels like somebody that just doesn't want to deal with it, doesn't want to deal with a whole lot of anything. It just feels like they don't want to deal with a whole lot of anything. Is this an ex maybe, or is this kind of something that you had feelings before and it's just like, well, it feels like Eight of Pentacles. Why do we need to work on this, right? It feels like things need to be worked on. Things need to happen. That's going to be the big thing here. Eight of Cups says there's a level of abandonment that we've had here. I haven't done everything that I needed to do. We haven't had the connection we needed to have. We haven't gone in the place that we needed to go. And I think that's sort of a pullback here. You really don't want to have to happen. You want to sort of address it up front. But basically right now we're just disconnected. That's the feeling. We're disconnected, okay? Explorer of Cups will come around. We'll come back around. It's not going to be a thing, but that is going to be the way it goes. But Eight of Pentacles, we just need to work on it. Eight of Cups, a little bit of abandonment, a little bit of a pullback right now. Not something that could last forever with that. Sky donated forever ago. Sky, you are actually next. What will September look like? What's your opinion on cleansing tarot cards? I'm not like a traditional tarot reader, like where I cleanse the cards and I have the music and I have incense and stuff. I just kind of throw cards down. So it's probably a great thing to do, but I'm very lazy. So yeah, I throw the tarot cards down and I hope for the best. Sky. I throw them down and I hope for the best, Sky, and I pray to God that they work out. Anyway, all right. Sky, September look like. Oh man, Enchanter's Wheel, the wide world. It feels like doing the things you've always done get you what you want. It really feels like keep doing what you're doing. What you're doing is working. Your pathway's working. Your quest is working. Things are working for you. And I think that's the big thing too. Let me answer this text. All right. But yeah, things are working. Do what you're doing. That's going to be the big thing. I know that sounds kind of lazy, but I mean, what does September look like? Do what you're doing. You're going to get better results. Normally, I say, do what you do. You get the same results as always. But September seems like a really weird place to where it brings you different results. It's going to bring you some stuff that you're looking for. It's going to bring you things that you are sort of in. You're on the right path. I think that's in September. Keep on the same path. Do these same things that you have been doing. You're going to make some pretty good progress in September. Just sort of getting that out there. So that is it. That is it. That is your opportunity in September. All right. Let's see. We got some things going on. Okay. and dinner. Okay. All right. Samantha, I'm sorry. Gerda makes current feelings towards me. Didn't I do that? I did do that? I did do that. Samantha's finally up. Samantha is finally up after a year. It feels like Samantha is up. All right. Let's see what's going on here. How many boyfriends will I have in 20? Are you going for the record, Samantha? Are you going for the record? You'd be like, I think I can get 85. No, I don't know. How many boyfriends will I have? 6 of Wands, success with 1, 9 of Pentacles, and the Chariot. The first one wanders off. The bottom line, the first one just sort of wanders off. Just be aware of that. So let's see. Let me do this. I can take care of it. There you go. I had to do it. There you go. I had to answer. But anyway, the first one wanders off. I think you have 2 major relationships in 2023. All right. You got one that's like a really quickie kind of thing. And you're like, man, I don't really know what's going on. But yeah, you have 2 major relationships in 2023. I think that's your big opportunity. So that is how many boyfriends you have in 2023. You got a quickie. But yeah, as far as boyfriend goes, formal boyfriends, I think there are 2. Will I ever talk to Elisa again? Why does my mouse move all over the place? I have a bug with my application. When I press space bar, it randomly moves all over the place. I don't know why. Anyway, will I ever talk to this person again? The Tower, 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. I think you try. You do try, but no. You're going to have to ghost them. I think ghosting them is going to be your option, sort of ghosting them. Get it just to ghost them. I think that's going to be it. I just don't think you're going to talk to them. Of course, you can talk to them again, but I don't think it's going to be pleasant, right? The Tower. Like I can go pet a rattlesnake, Samantha. That's not a problem at all. I can go pet a rattlesnake. I'll be like, good boy, it's a good snake. But it won't turn out well. So can you talk to him again? Absolutely. So there's nothing stopping you at all. But if you're ready for that Tower moment, you want that Tower moment, then go right ahead. But no, I don't think it's just too wise. Just my opinion. I'm just an average guy reading cards on the internet. Anyway, what is Chris's mental state right now? Hopefully Chris is all right. Have you checked on him? Hopefully they're all right. Let's see. King of Swords, 3, Knight of Cups. Man, very alone. Their mental state is they feel very alone. They feel like they don't have the support that they need. They don't have a lot of things that they've been doing that they should be doing. Knight of Cups. They feel like they're a failure at this point, right? A little bit of a failure. They feel like just things ain't working out the way I wanted it to work out. Should they work out? Sure, why not? But they just ain't. 3 of Cups. I just don't have sort of the support network that I need to make it happen. Just be aware of that. Be aware of that. They just don't have that support network that is required right now. So, I mean, yeah, where it goes. King of Swords is ultimately, they understand that they need to step up. They can't just ignore it. They need to step up. So, just be aware of that. Just be aware of that. All right, and that is the Samantha Reads. Hopefully you like those. Sounds like you like the ghost. I'm very happy about that. Very cool indeed. We got Amanda is next. Amanda wants to know on the PayPal. By the way, we're going over the PayPal, making it happen. All right. We got a gazillion reads tonight, by the way. Let's put A. I don't know. A. General love, 6 weeks. All right. Let's do a general love for 6 weeks. See how that is going to happen here. Things from me. Okay, I got that one. I got that one, and I got this other one. I got so many readings. I'm actually having difficulty keeping track of all of them, which is good. I'm just having difficulty kind of keep track of everything. So I think I'm caught up on the PayPal. Anyway, A wants to know a little 6 weeks reading. And what kind of love things can we have happen over there? Very, very cool. I think this 6 weeks is going to be kind of fun for you. The first impression, intuitively. I think 6 weeks is going to be kind of fun for you. 6 of Swords. Man, it feels like that you need a lot of change in what you're doing. I can tell you that now. You need a lot of change. What you're doing doesn't seem to be where we're at, right? Six of Swords and the Death. I'm taking a pathway to change because I think the current process, the current things that you're doing, or the current sort of activities just ain't working for you. It's just things aren't working the way that you'd like them to work ultimately, and I think that's a problem because the Six of Swords into change says, but if I make changes, I think that's going to be a better opportunity overall. Ultimately, the Fool says it's up to you to make the changes that are needed, right? If love isn't working out, we need to make some alterations to make it work out. If you're looking for love, you haven't found anybody, maybe we need to make some changes. Go out on some adventures, go out and have some barbecues, go out to some social events, and sort of meet people if we're not meeting the people. But basically, the Fool means you need to take this adventure seriously and find what you need, because we haven't had what we need. We've had some sort of stalls with that. Page of Wands says ultimately there's not a whole lot at the end of the day that you can do to dramatically change anything. You need to take small steps. And if you don't take small steps, you're going to get overwhelmed. You're going to get overworked with this. You don't want to do that indeed. So yeah, Page of Wands. There's only so much you can do, but you do want to walk the path. That is going to be good too, right? That is going to be the opportunity for you. All right, Nine of Wands too. Don't be upset with love and don't get butthurt when things just don't work out as far as the love, right? As far as love goes and all this other stuff. But don't be butthurt. Don't be upset with all of that stuff. So yeah, don't get your feelings hurt with love. That's going to be the thing. Next 6 weeks, you got some good opportunities, got some good things happening. All right, Yellow, you did not miss your reading. You're actually next. Yellow again. I'm way behind Yellow. I am way behind. And it's a ton of readings tonight. So if a little bit on the behind side, I apologize for that. All right. Yellow wants to know. Okay. Supervisor quit. All right, what's going on with the supervisor? They quit. We need to find out what is happening with, oh man, they found another job. They found a nice job too. They found a nice job. I think it'd be positively affect your work. I think that you do find somebody else that's better for you overall. Absolutely, right? The Lovers. I find a better supervisor anyway. Hermit says they're out of there. They are out of there. They found something better. They don't really want the thing to be in the first place. They're not really ready for what they had. King of Cups says ultimately you weren't really that interested in them anyway. You weren't that interested in them anyway. But I think it's going to work out better for you. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. It's going to work out better for you in the long run. And ultimately, let them have their cake and eat it too, as they say. Okay. We are going to go with another. We're running out of tarot decks. We're running out of tarot decks. We have so many readings. What deck was that? It was the Stave Dore Tarot. All right. Let's go with this one. No. We did that one. We did that one. We did that one. YouTube user went off of Instas. Yeah, YouTube user. I saw your Instas now says deleted user or something. Anyway, all right. R can't creep me now. I went off of Instas. R is like Ace of Pentacles. I think R is kind of moving on anyway. They were sort of interested in what you were doing, but they weren't like just full-on creep. I mean, maybe they were a little bit on the full-on creep. Ace of Pentacles says, I'm going to move on. I'm going to do something else, and not really going to be a big deal. Five of Wands says they were kind of wasting their time. They have a lot of stuff in life they need to be doing, and they're kind of wasting their time with this process anyway. Just saying. Empress says ultimately they're going to find somebody else soon. So just be aware, R's going to find somebody else and not going to be a big problem. Oh, Jesus, that's a big donation. That is a massive donation. Thank you very much for your massive donation. What about your new deck? $19. Okay, Cinderella. Send me your address and I'll send you a deck. Thank you very much. All right. Send me your address and I will send you a deck. If you want my deck, link in the description for Etsy shop where you can pick it up. But yeah, Cinderella, send me your address and I will send you a deck. Carol is next, and we got Natural Yogi, and we are out of here. All right, backroom decks, maybe. What do you see from me, the new guy R that I'm currently talking to? Maybe that's YouTube users R. I don't. That would be awkward. Yeah, that would be awkward. If they start stalking you, you may want to trade notes with YouTube user to make sure it's not the same person. I'm just kidding. All right. Okay. What do you see from me in the new guy? Page of Cups, Devil, Eight of Cups, Eight of Swords, and the Knight. Looks like a little bit of a dead end. You can make it work if you want to. It looks like a little bit of a dead end. I think ultimately you're not going to get out of this. You're not going to get what you need. I mean, what you need as far as this is. Page of Cups. After a while, you're disconnected. You don't feel like this is exactly what you want, not exactly sort of what you're chasing with. The Devil with the tassels on the boobies just kind of says, yeah, just, you know, it's just not something that they're okay. I mean, if you really wanted to, you'd be just fine with them. But ultimately, I think you're just going to kind of abandon a little bit of an Eight of Cups. I'm going to kind of abandon it. I'm not really going to be there 100%, whatnot. Eight of Swords says there's some factors in their life that you discover too that kind of prevent sort of the logistics aren't right? The logistics. I think that's going to be the big deal here. Knight of Swords ultimately says if you want to go forth and through with it and kind of play, then that's fine. But just realize there's some logistical issues for making this sort of a long-term thing. And there's some stuff that you're going to find out that you're not going to be too thrilled with and what have you. So, yeah. Yeah, Cinderella, send me your address over PayPal Messenger. Anyway, but yeah. Ultimately, yeah. It looks okay. It looks like something fun, temporary. It just doesn't look like the logistics work. It doesn't look like overall you're getting what you need out of that. Anyway, career, love, everything, anything. Give me it all. Give me it all tonight is what I'm talking about with a little Buddha Tarot. All right, we're going to make the little Buddha Tarot. Tassels on the your next new name. That could be it. That could be. This could be the opening, no pun intended, that you have been waiting for. Ultraviolet. Yeah, tassels on the fruit. I don't know. You know, maybe. General for August, career, love. I mean, you only got 2 more weeks. The Three of Wands is August is leading up to a really big September for you. I think September, especially the 3rd week in September, is going to be a big thing for you. 9 of Swords, so there's some things to be concerned about, but you're overly concerned about them. In other words, you don't need to be that concerned. You don't need to be full force ahead with some of these things. So don't be too concerned. Don't be too worried about that. Not going to be a big problem at all. Now, be aware that as September approaches, you don't want to agree to everything you get approached with. A lot of things are just going to be there. It looks decent. You don't have to chase every squirrel out there. Definitely with that. So avoid anything that could be a time waster because you're not really going to be very beneficial with that. Don't take things too seriously at the end of August. 3rd week of September is going to be your big opportunity with that sort of leading up here. Ultimately, money is going to be something good coming in October. Now, not so much. October, big improvement indeed. 3 of Wands, definitely want to look at what is next because focusing on what you've already had in the past is a big waste of time. Do not focus on the past. Do not focus on the past. As far as love, man, I think that you're kind of dry. I think that you're kind of dry as far as love goes. Oh man, for at least the next couple of weeks with that. So August looks just kind of dry with love. A little bit better. Again, 3rd week of September is going to be kind of your fun month. Going to be kind of your fun week leading up to the end of September, fun month. But yeah, anyway, that is all the readings for tonight. Thank you for joining me, and we will see you tomorrow.